What's going on, guys? Today I'm finally doing part 1 of my Avengers Age of Ultron showcase. And the reason why I'm doing it in different parts is maybe because, well, if I got every minifigure I made for this movie and put in one big video, then it'd be really long and my phone would probably not cope with the amount of storage there. So I'm deciding to cut it down to like 2 to 3 minifigures per video. And I think I was going to put Hulk in this one, but let's be honest, Hulk is literally the same as the first Avengers one, so I'm just not going to even bother putting him in this video. But anyway, without further ado, let's get a look at these guys. So starting off, here is Captain America, and this minifigure turned out pretty cool. And by the way, ignore the noises in the background because there's a lot of stuff happening back there, so yeah, anyway. This helmet was actually from a knockoff, which it looked pretty cool, this helmet choice that they had. And I was like, dude, I gotta get that. So I did, and painted it up in my own blue colour, and then painted the wings, painted the A symbol, and some lines on the front as well. And then the head underneath, it started out as a clone head, and then I erased everything but the eyes, and then painted my own mouth, painted the chin strap. That includes the parts going up that way, and also up that way, and of course the one going underneath the mouth. And then the torso is from Lego as their Age of Ultron minifigure of Cap. I just basically added my own variants of blue in those sections there. And then his arms have painted details as well. You cannot really see that well, and now you can. And I think they turned out pretty good. It's like the exact same on the other arm. And before I forget, he has fingerless gloves as well, that I painted the brown on. And there's the other arm, along with the back. Then the legs were actually fully painted, of course. Everything but the eyes on this figure is fully painted, and also the torso. I should have just mentioned that at the start of the segment. But yeah, all the different lines were painted. The bits of red going around his shoes were painted. And speaking of them, they go around all four sides, kind of. Although it looks like I didn't bother painting the inside of the legs. I mean, the boot colour, kind of. I just didn't really have enough time to paint the inside of the legs, like, fully. And this shield is actually from my Avengers Endgame custom of Cap, so I just took it because I did not have time to buy him a new shield. And so I just went for it, and used it because it works. So yeah, that's it for Captain America. And he's one of my favourite figures I've ever made. Now before you ask why Iron Man has not got a helmet in this showcase, it's mainly because I've run out of helmets. I just couldn't find any helmet to use for him. So I just want to add some variety, and I made an unmasked Tony Stark head. And of course there's the Bricktober one that we got. But then I gave him a standard hairpiece. And you've seen this hairpiece before millions of times. But for his Mark 43 outfit, I sculpted the top part of the torso, like the upper chest piece. You can tell that's sculpted. And then I painted everything else. And the legs are probably my favourite part of the minifigure because they just turned out so good. I love those legs. And then, believe it or not, I bet you guys are all very familiar with his name by now. But the sides of the legs and the backs of the legs were semi-inspired by Michael MGF. And obviously everyone should know who he is if you're a customizer or a Lego fan, I guess. And you should know who he is, but yeah. Hopefully there'll be a link to his channel at the end or something. Or maybe even right here. But yeah. So then his arms have the sculpted shoulder pads, which I think turned out pretty good. And then painted detail around those. And in the back of his torso has a sculpted layer. And in fact the back of the torso is based off the official minifigure from the Mark 43. I think that turned out pretty great. I mean, it's very under detailed, but it works. So yeah, that's about it for Iron Man. And now here is Thor from, of course, this movie. This is probably a really cool minifigure. Maybe because the torso turns out much better than the first Avengers one. I mean, I guess I can show you the first Avengers minifigure. which I stole some parts of, by the way, I think. Well, I don't know what I stole. I think it was just the hairpiece that I stole. But here is the first Avengers one, and you can see how that looks compared to Age of Ultron. And this head was actually the Thor Ragnarok head that I made for the MCU 10-year showcase. I just stole that from that minifigure because, again, I'm running out of parts. And so, I'm stealing some parts from previous minifigures. And so, yeah. The cape is a standard red cape, of course, nothing exciting there. And he has sculpted gauntlets, which turned out pretty cool. The hammer is actually the Endgame style hammer, but I just painted the handle. And he has like this strap going down there, like the little circular bit. And then there's another sculpted gauntlet with some painted detail on the inside of the arm there, a bit of red on the inside. And then the legs have painted boots and some more painted designs. The torso has the sculpted circular parts that I don't even know what they are, but they're sculpted, so that's something. And other than that, that's Thor, and I think he turned out pretty great. Alright, and that is it for the first Age of Ultron showcase, and I'm so glad that I managed to get these 3 done, because I've been waiting again since after Italy to actually get these showcases finished. And now I'm finally done with the first part, so if you guys like how these 3 Trinity figures turned out, then be sure to let me know in the comments. And also don't forget to hit the like button if you like how these turned out as well. And comment, I already said comment, freaking heck. And don't forget to subscribe as well. And so make sure to hit the bell, you know what to do. And basically, you should do that if you're excited for the rest of my Age of Ultron figures, because I got Hawkeye and Black Widow next to showcase, and I guess I can give a sneak peek of both of them. So here's a sneak peek of Widow, and here's a sneak peek of Hawkeye. So yeah, they're coming very soon. I'm going to record their showcase next, but in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.